What's up, guys? I'm Jules. Thanks for coming back for another weekly update. I'm speaking kind of quietly because it's a little bit, well, it's not dark yet, but my husband is asleep, so he always goes to bed early. He was particularly tired tonight. He's been just doing a lot of work at work. And he goes to bed, or he goes to work like super early. Like he gets up at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Productive week, very productive week from a pattern perspective. I did get some stitching done, but I want to say that I did at least 10 patterns this week or something. I kind of broke out of that little bit of slump that I was in. So we're gonna be looking at a lot of cool stuff. If you missed last week's video, new background because we moved. It was a planned move, but it was a very it wasn't rushed. It was just kind of like, let's go now kind of thing. And but I love it. We love it. It's really working out great. Excuse me. I've got like this little office here that I absolutely love. And at some point I am going to put stuff up on the walls. I just kind of get things kind of calmed down a little bit first. So, and honestly calm down, but also my brain kind of straightened out. And today actually, I like really, my brain's really working well. Actually, I should say this. My brain's worked really well for the last week, so good stuff. So let me show you what I did work on. I did quite a bit of stitching on the Apothecary Shop, the monochrome. This one is actually the medium monochrome Apothecary Shop. So this one has come along nicely. I'm going to pull back a little bit, and I'm going to put up a comparison from like, I don't know, maybe like, well, last week would be good, so you guys could really see sort of how far along we've gotten. So it's about 30%, 40, something like that. But I really jumped back into doing this one this week. I did start on, I barely started. I did start on this one, which I got the hand-dyed fabric, but the Path Taken one, and I just started at the very top, and then I'm not sure what happened. Obviously got distracted, and that was that. So let's see, what else did I do? Oh yeah, Rainy Waterloo. I did not work on Old World Map 2 this week. I have not really, like, I have a very messy desk in front of me right now, and while my desk is always messy, when I do Old World Map, I need like a big section where I can put down floss and just keep it right in there, or else I'm just going to lose floss, and I don't want to do that. So I got a new little rolling cart that has a bunch of different trays in it, but I put it together, and I put it together wrong somehow because it's all like, it leans back and forth. So I gotta get that fixed, and I get all this little junk off the table and really get organized. Rainy Waterloo. Here we go. So I did about 500 or 600 stitches on this one. I believe it was 500 or 600. So, where did I stitch? Mostly, still kind of up in this, general area. I filled in a lot, like that back stitching. Filled in a lot of back stitching. So if I pull back and I just show you the part that I haven't stitched, and then I put a picture up of a couple weeks ago or a month ago, wherever I was, probably a month ago or 2 months, I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, you can see how far along I've come. It is going to be very difficult for me to get this done before the end of the year. It was a goal, it is a goal, but I need to really get myself back to doing more stitching. So a lot of it is just being focused. I'm not going to say that I don't have enough time to do things. I have enough time to do things. It's just when I do have the time, sometimes I'm just way too tired. But well, like today, like I feel great, and so I'm going to be fairly productive tonight, I believe. Hopefully, I stay up late. We'll see. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll talk about that when we talk about like non-stitching stuff. So let me talk about all patterns that I did. I've got to make sure that I don't, make sure that I get the, oh, here it is. Okay, so It was a nice mix of colorful ones and then the monochrome. So there's something for everybody. First one up, and I don't know if I showed this one to you guys or not, but I call it ballet shoes. And it's a nice little monochrome. It's kind of a medium monochrome. It's not very big. It probably looks bigger than it actually is. But I just really like the ballet shoes. It's very classical, very, I don't know, just I guess classical is the thing that I wanted to throw out there. Next one up, Mount Fuji. I want to say that I did tell you guys about this one, but I think it's published, so it should be out on the stores now, and it is full coverage. But I also did a mini one as well. So there is a mini one that I think I got done the week before. I don't see it, but that I got done the week before. Yeah, I just gotta double check here. But yeah, so I was able to get Mount Fuji as a mini, and I like that an awful lot because it's like roughly like 100 by 100, and so it came out pretty good for being that small. Next one up, after I got the Great Dane monochrome done, and I think it's published. It should be published. Another dog breed, the Yorkshire Terrier, folks. Little old Yorkie, and he's I say he, well, no, she, because we had Binky, but this dog doesn't really look like Binky. But got the Yorkshire done. It's fairly stitchy. It's stitchy, folks. I want to say it's got to be at least 16,000 stitches. So it's more of a premium stitch, but I mean, when you have the long hair, I mean, there's just a lot to stitch when you got the long hair. So now there are more dog breeds coming. I just finished mocking up a King Charles Cavalier, so that one's coming, and I'm just going to kind of trickle out dog breeds, I think, for a bit, but these are coming out really nicely. I like them a lot. If anybody wants a mini of a particular breed, just let me know. Especially if I've already put one up, but I haven't put the mini up, let me know that one. And then if there is a dog breed that you guys are like, I need this dog breed, because we got the poodle done. And I think there was another one that somebody said something about, but I can't remember what it was. So tell me. Let's see. And then another black and white. I think I did talk about this one last week. Garden Woman. This one came out nice. It's a fair bit of stitching, but none of these are like over like 25,000. They're not like crazy, like walkway or staircase or what do you call it? Something, lots of stitching. So Garden Woman is up. The next one is a full color. I can't remember if this one is. Let me click on it real quick. It's sort of like an Italian piazza. And I tried not to make it too crazy big. Actually, it's a mini. Okay, that's awesome. 110 by 110. So that one came out. I actually just got into this like wild, like let's throw all the minis out, and it just had a lot of colorful ones that I just, threw out there. Let's see. So I have that one, and then another one that is a sorry, I'm just looking at my patterns I have up. There's two more mini colorful ones. One is called Haunted Moonlight, and this one came out super nice. I just really like the way it looked. It's very dark and spooky. I don't know if those are supposed to be crows or ravens that are there, but yeah, that one that came out like exactly how I wanted it to. So that's a quick good one to do maybe around Halloween. Then another small color one was, I call it Castle Moon, and it kind of, well, it's not that it's basic, it's just like, it's just with the color. So I got like a old spooky house on a hill with some crazy looking trees right in front of this huge, like probably a harvest moon. Is that what you would call that? Like a big orange yellow harvest moon. But I like the way that one came out. And that's also a mini. So So pretty small stuff. We're gonna go back to the black and white monochrome, and I have another mini monochrome, and I think this one is gonna be pretty popular. Yeah, I call it Together, and I like to think of it as just, you know, me and the hubs, or honestly anybody, any two people together. But I was real pleased that it came out as a mini monochrome. I could probably do it even smaller as like a mini color, but when I say mini color, it's probably like, you know, shades of very light yellow, very light blue. But I'll have to try to put that together and see what it comes together as. Couple more black and white monochromes. First one is movie projector, and this one was a little taxing in that I really balanced keeping as much detail in without making it too crazy. Like, I think it started off at like 37,000 stitches or something, and I'm like, nobody's going to put 37,000 stitches into a movie projector. But just for you guys who are younger and don't know what this is, back in the day, before they had digital, this is how movies would be projected. And we had one of these when I was a kid. When I was younger, we'd have our own home movies and put them up on the wall and watch those. That was always a fun time. We didn't do it very often, but that was always a fun time to watch old family movies. All right, this next one's a little bit fun. It's a little bit fun. So I call this one Cowboy Skeleton Dance. And basically depicts like 3 cowboys in various boot scooting, you know, postures and whatnot. So you could conceivably do this as like a set of 3 little cross that you can just do like one cross stitch on something and then another one on another and then another, you know, and then you could put them up, frame them differently and put them up, or just stitch the whole thing. Either way, I think it's cool looking. It's a fairly decent, how do I say this? It's a fairly decent, let me see what the fabric size, or is it fabric size? I'm not really looking at fabric size, because it's under 12,000 stitches, so it's not a ton of stitches, but it's like 340 by 230, and that's just because you had to pull back a little bit to get the detail to come out a bit. So, but I like that one a lot. And then the last one, I gotta pull this up. I can't quite remember which one this was. So this is another monochrome mini, and I've been doing a lot of like Halloween spooky kind of stuff. So I threw this one up there. It's called Mini Angel of Death. Happy Halloween or whatever. And that one has come out pretty good. It's not very big. It's like 3,000 stitches or something like that. But just a little mini monochrome, just a little tiny thing that you know, you can put together pretty quickly, I would think. So that would be cool, depending upon what kind of colored fabric that you used. So that was all the patterns for this week. I showed you a lot, so I don't want to necessarily jump into anything new, but I have at least two that are getting really close to being like ready to be sent off. So everything else should be up in the stores very soon. By the end of the weekend, I would think. I published 5 or 6 this week, and then I still have another 6 to put up from just before. So they're getting up. It's me. It's always me as far as focusing on and kind of getting them put up on there. So, but yeah, I think it turned out great. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, what do you like? I've got all the different Halloween stuff, and I should really do a video where I just show all my Halloween stuff, or do shorts, or I don't know. I'll probably just do a video where I show all the different Halloween patterns that I have, because I have quite a few, and at least now I do. And it's a great holiday. I think it might be my favorite holiday to do cross stitch patterns of, because I just think it's I don't know, there's just so many different things that you can do with that. So but that's pretty much it for the stitching part. yeah, I think that's it for the stitching part. I'm doing pretty well. I actually, as we left it last week, I believe, I told you guys I had venous insufficiency in my legs. So blood's kind of slowly moving from my feet up through my legs into my body. So they gave me some super strong thigh high, like way hip high, what do you call them? Compression tight things. And honestly, they've been helping a lot. And in fact, they've helped so much. I felt so much better last week that I actually went to my old boss at my warehousey type thing, and I asked if I could come back and work a little bit and just try to work back into some kind of shape and see how my body does. And they were all for it, and I couldn't be more pleased. So I actually worked half days, just, well, not even, maybe a little over half, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning, and I'm gonna take the rest of the week off from that, and gonna just kind of work on still walking, still moving, and everything. So I can't wait to get my legs fixed. Let's just say that, get the little procedure to knock out all these funky slow veins. But other than that, I feel good. So I've been kind of working. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I had like funky hair. My hair is crazy. I got a haircut like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I didn't have her cut it as short as she normally does. So I'm probably gonna have to go back in a little earlier and get it cut shorter, because it's almost too long right now. It's okay, but I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. But it like doesn't want to really like, it has a hard time like sometimes laying down. And so, and then I get this. Bonk. There you go. Let's just finish the video like this. So anyway, so I've been feeling a lot better. And you know, where we live now, we actually have to take the 2 dogs out for walks multiple times a day, and that's been great. I mean, they love it. They love the exploration, and they've been doing really good. But the rest of it, basically, I've just been, you know, I'm able to do more, and my legs still hurt. They still have issues, but I'm supposed to just kind of keep moving, keep doing stuff, so that I'm just pushing stuff through, pushing my own stuff through. So I'm doing good with that. It's I didn't even tell you guys, like, past mid-September. Didn't even say that at the beginning of the video. I've been loving my football, and been sleeping good. So I really just got to continue to get organized here, and especially get this cart figured out. I got to track down those directions and see like where I have to admit, I didn't use the directions. I just kind of like did it, and maybe I got something backwards. Maybe that's why it's so loosey goosey. And so, but yeah, that's it. So I hope I can get a ton of patterns out more this next week, and we're gonna shoot towards, I still think I can get, I hope I can get to like 650 patterns by the end of the year. That would be cool. That's decidedly a lower goal than, I still think it's like double what I had like a year ago, but I wanted to really throw a lot of patterns out there. But man, life. And so anyway, I think we're 3 weeks away from our Florida trip, so that's cool. And yeah, I think that's it for now. It's what I want to talk about for now. So I'm gonna let you guys go so I can get this uploaded and get all the photos on there. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, however long it is. And I hope you're getting a lot of good stitching done. It's Stitch-tember, people. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great night.